Howdy y'all, I'm Ice Gold, and today we're going to be talking about some wasted potential that the game has seen. Now tournaments is what I'm talking about when I say that. So way back in the day, and I chose this character to record this on because I have so many videos from 2020 where I was just doing tournaments on this character to get arena tickets and all that, and it was really great because when you would play a tournament back in the day, you would sign up. It didn't really cost that much at all. You would be online when the tournament was about to happen, and it would put you in a bracket, and you would just go on through. Everybody played in 4 matches, and then if you got first place, you would get, if memory serves, I think 1,000 arena tickets and something else. But you would get 1,000 arena tickets if you got first place. And typically what that meant was, going 4-0 and getting 400 points. Win was 100 points. A loss was 10 points. And then, if Diego decided to give you a bye, you got 90. So there were a few issues with tournaments, but overall, a lot of people really loved them because they were low cost. They didn't have any kind of rank going on with it. You would get tournament points, but that was about it. All you would really do is you would get in and you would do PvP, like just low risk type stuff. And everybody really loved it back then. You could do what you wanted to. You could do your own strats. There were specific tournament modes like quick match right here. These were really popular because, as you could see by the rules, these are the same as they were. Basically, every round the damage would go up by 10%, and there's an innate 20% pierce buff. So it was all about aggro in these quick match 1v1s. So people really loved that. But as time went on and 5th Age came around, and I wasn't here for this, I just know about it now, but tournaments, so the whole reason why people would play them was for the rewards that they would give, like just a bunch of arena tickets that you could use to spend here in the arena. But as you can see, now there are no rewards for any of the tournaments on these 14 pages. Yeah, just none. And what that means is there is no reason to do tournaments anymore. You might really like the idea of, doing a quick match and having like aggro setups be better, maybe run less resist on your pet, but the main reason why people did these was for the rewards. And when they took these out, the tournaments died. If I got a watch tournament, nothing's here. And I checked at about 10:04, about half an hour ago, to see if there were any tournaments going on, because I think there was a quick match at some point, like maybe before this, but there was nothing here then either. So, and that was like right after it would have started. So there's nobody playing tournaments because there are no rewards. Granted, the cost is still extremely low. The rewards were the bread and butter here, and I think that when rewards were done away with, tournaments died. Like it was just like that, like tournaments were really fun, and there were a bunch of different modes, like there were the aforementioned quick match. There was also classic, turn-based, before turn-based even became a thing, balance perk, like you would have extra damage on specific schools. But now that the rewards are gone, nobody plays anymore, and I really think tournaments are a wasted potential because, as it stands, I really like the idea of tournaments. It's low risk, low cost, you don't lose rank, you just get to practice and hone your skills. And I think that's really great, especially in today's arena with how, competitive everything is, the new like elo system and all that. Tournaments were just good because you didn't have to worry about that. But I think that there's a way that we could revive tournaments, and that is, as I'm sure you might have guessed by now, by returning rewards to tournaments. The rewards were the whole reason why people did tournaments. I've said that probably 8 times by now, but in the years since, there have been a bunch of things added that I think could make for some good tournament rewards. Aside from, blue arena tickets, which you actually get at a pretty decent rate now, so I wouldn't be too mad if these were phased out, but it could just be good to toss those in there, so that way you could actually buy your spell limits for your shads. But I'm thinking, you know, maybe some gold. It would be a good way to get some of that. It could be mostly, though, a good way to get spell limits. And spell limits in this game, they are a hot commodity. These are a relatively new addition. The first spell limits were added for Daybreaker and Nightbringer back in 2019, but in the years since, every Arc 1 spell has gotten spell limit paths, and we are most likely about to see the Arc 2 spells get the same. Probably within the next year, I would say. That's what the devs want to shoot for, at least. So having these be part of tournaments, and you know, not just the ones that you can farm, even though that would be really, really nice, because then any level could get these. But I'm talking about things like lore spells, things like, you know, Athena Battle Sight. If you won a tournament and, you know, you got your 400 points, maybe the rewards could contain, I don't know, 15 to 20 Athena Battle Sight spell limits. Just as a thought, because you wouldn't have to spend gold keys for this, and it would get people more involved in this side activity. I mean, personally, I think this is a common sense change. You know, like adding rewards back to tournaments is something they should have done a long, long time ago, but they just haven't. And if they were to do so, I think it would be extremely beneficial for the game, and they would definitely see a lot more people playing PvP, because if they could get, you know, Athena spell limits that are kind of hard to come by. I think you farm these at Lady Stonegaze, if I'm not mistaken, which I don't know how hard she is, but regardless, things like, you know, Hero of Chrysalis. This is an extremely slow farm, you know, and the drop rates and the drop table is all diluted, but if these were to spawn in tournament rewards, I think people would play more tournaments, and they would check out the different modes, like formats and quick match would probably rise back to popularity. I think a lot of people would love that. And, you know, there's also things like Ether Golem, which is just an example. You can only get spell limits for spells like Ether Golem from Beast Moon, and not everybody wants to do Beast Moon. A lot of people, myself included, think it's meat and trash. So having another way to get spell elements for spells like this, while also being from the arena, I think is something that the devs should really look into doing. Because, you know, if the idea is to get people to upgrade their spells that, you know, they can only get via Beast Moon, like Humunga Frog and all of the other 4-pip AoEs, they should, at the very least, add an alternative, and that's doing tournaments. Again, just really just a common sense change. I would love to see tournaments flourish again. I loved doing them back in the day, and I would love doing them now, but it just, as long as there is an incentive to do it, aside from just, you know, doing it for fun, which PvP isn't fun these days, who would do it for fun? Regardless, doing it just to get spell limits, I think, would be a good thing to do, and obviously that would include the Beast Moon and lore spell limits. I think it would just be nice if the tournament chest would have some of those, because farming is just a drag, and if people, again, had an incentive to do it, they would. Now, there is one thing that is vaguely like this that gives me some hope that they'll do it, and that's this PvP Battle Pass. If you get, you know, a specific number of points, you can collect things like spell elements for the Beast Moon and lore spells around here. You can get gold, you can get elixirs, you can get, you know, pet snacks, Perros, you know, like those are hot commodity garden benefits. But yeah, if they added those to tournaments, I think there would be much higher turnout. And I mean, I'm just repeating myself over and over, but I need to. You know, it's like if the devs see this and they want to revive tournaments, and honestly PvP as a whole, I feel like more people doing tournaments would mean more people getting in ranked queue and seeing how they do. But you know, if tournaments got revived and really looked at, I think that it would be very, very good for the state of the game and for PvP. But yep, thank y'all for watching. I've been Ice Gold. I really hope that the designers look into this, because I personally would love to see more people in queue. I would like it if there wasn't like a good chance to get queue sniped, because you can reliably queue snipe at higher ranks because the queue is so small. But bringing back tournaments, I think, would cut down on that. So yeah, best case, you know, the devs watch this and understand that they need to do something about this, and, you know, give people an incentive to do tournaments again and to do PvP. And I think that would be great. So yeah, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and leave like 50 comments for the algorithm, and I'll see y'all later.